YouTube, and welcome back to another video. Today we're at the Bikc local finals. That's it, it's time for Bikc. The first one I'm doing. So, I've been in the karting scene for a few years now. It's the first time we're doing the Bikc. Managed to qualify top of the heavyweight division by about almost 2 attempts, so feeling pretty confident. I'm not going to lie, I'm also feeling pretty nervous. So it's going to be an interesting one. Really quite early because SuperKart Blondie is also racing as well. She qualified second, so yeah, got a while to wait yet. But yeah, looking forward to it. Very nervous, surprisingly. Feeling pretty confident for like pretty much this week, and then it's got to today, and all of a sudden I just feel really nervous. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, let's get inside. Let's do some racing. I think I've got a few hours yet, but we'll get straight into it for you lot. So yeah, let's get inside. Let's get some racing, and let's have a good day. So let's just quickly go over the lightweight qualifying highlights, which from the outside was actually a really enjoyable watch. So 9 minutes to go here. We've got Shane on top with Hannah and Ben in second and third. Skip forward to about the 6 minute mark. We've got Hannah taking the top position spot off Shane. Ben still in third, so still quite tight with the times. And so there's Hannah just going through the last couple of corners there. But if we skip down to the timings, let's see where everybody is. We've got Hannah in first still, Shane in second, Ben in third. It's getting tight with the last 2 minutes. But like I say there, with 2 minutes to go there, Shane's now in fourth. You've got Ben in second and Hannah's still on pole position. I didn't film the end, unfortunately, of this qualifying session. But Hannah does take pole position for the race, with Shane taking third and Ben taking second. So it's looking for a good grid hit for the race. So let's get to the highlights of the lightweight category. So, lightweight final time, Hannah on pole, Ben in second and Shane in third. So the first attempt at the start, false started it. Looked alright to me, but if we get to the actual start, this is where things get a bit funny. You'll see the green lights go on, but the yellow flags are still on track. So that spooks Hannah a little bit because she's not too sure what to do, because it's still technically in the yellows, but then it goes green. But at that point, Ben's done it on the inside, so that's down second, and then Shane manages to take advantage of that as well. So unfortunately, that's Hannah down into third place. She does manage to keep third as fourth. Had a look, and even has a look there as well. Bit of a push, but like I say, brings a gap open to Ben and Shane ahead. Skip to lap 2 though. Shane does manage to get ahead of Ben, and now Hannah's right behind Ben. So she's got to get past him quickly if she wants to attempt to catch up to Shane, who seems to be absolutely flying at the minute. Much better performance than in qualifying. Ben sticks to the left-hand side, leaves the door open now on the right, which Hannah managed to take advantage of. So that's Hannah now up to P2 on lap 2. But you see how far Shane is ahead of Skip to lap 5 here. Shane's just flying ahead at this point. He's on another level. He's just flying ahead. Nothing Hannah really can do. Currently about 5 minutes left of the race. Shane's still leading. You can see the massive gap he's got between Hannah. Second place, good race. Shane is too quick on time. Go on Ben, bring it home in third line. That's what we like to see. So now, right, I have to keep pushing because if one mistake is on me, that's what I'm thinking that way. What happened at the start?
I'm so sorry about the start. I got a bit confused because there was yellow on the track. And I was like, are we going? Are we not? It's a false start. Like,
yeah, it was a bit confusing.
I hesitated
when
a
it
bit.
went green, you think,
Go on, Ben. There we go, just watch the lightweights. Middleweights are on now. Still got about 2 hours yet before I'm on track. So I'm just going to relax for a bit. Well done Tanner, well done Shane, smashed that race. Well done Ben as well, fun race to watch. So yeah, let's just go and relax. Getting nervous, but yeah, should be a good one. So, see you in a bit.
You weirdo. You get yourself hyped up, yeah?
So I'm just about to get kitted up now. As you can see, I'm already kitted up. As you'll see, I'm in a brand new suit from Apex. Even though it's backwards, but I'm in a mirror, in the toilet. Welcome to a content creating life. But I do want to give a massive thank you to Apex Suits, because this suit is absolutely incredible. Thank you Apex. So go and give them a follow on Instagram. I'll leave all the details here. Go and get yourself a suit from Apex. But kitted up, just waiting for the middleweights to finish up. Let's go get it. I mean, they're broken, surely. Step off for me. What are you trying to go for me, yeah?
Well, that's one of the weirdest ways I've ever seen.
Yeah, you're all good.
And that's the end of practice. As you can see on the Group A practice results, I do take the top spot. Overall though, I do take second, as Jonathan in the second practice session did take top spot. There's me, it's Hannah telling me I've got number 1 and me celebrating. And me doing a little dance to like I say, we're on Group A, so at the time I didn't realise that Jonathan would have got a quick practice lap. That's only practice, we're now in quali, which ultimately is going to be the key for the race. So I do need a good qualifying result. And nothing happens again, to avoid the boredom of just watching me go around in circles, let's just get to my fastest lap of the session. And there is my quickest lap, which in our group put me in second, but overall put me in third, as Jonathan just managed to beat my second place time. Kevin there with a 32.2, tough time to beat. He's going to get pole for the race, so let's get to the race and let's see how close it really is. So here we go, after being here for about 6 hours now, we are finally at the heavyweight A final, the final race of the night here at the Bikc local finals in Leicester. Starting in third with Jonathan and Kevin in second and first respectively. Coming around the last corner then to start the race, I'm giving Jonathan a big push there, and the roll-in starts as we start. Kevin doesn't quite get as good as the start. Jonathan looks on the inside, he also gives him a little push there on the first corner. But he does let him through, and unfortunately I can't take advantage of that one, even because I was right behind Jonathan, who slowed down, which actually would have opened me up as well for an attack from fourth. So luckily we do manage to stay in third on that one. Would have been nice to have taken advantage, so possibly could have even gotten into first if I put the kart in the right position, but not quite on that one. So coming up to the top section then of the first lap. Right here as well, the top section, this was the bit where I was like, okay, this is where I need to improve. Basically, this is what I need to improve, because they seem to be getting a much better corner at that top section. I also start realising my kart's probably not quite as quick in the top end as the front two ahead. It definitely did handle a lot better than it did in my practice in the qualifying, but for whatever reason the top end just weren't there. As you see here, get a much better corner at the second hairpin, but them two ahead just seem to really start steaming ahead just ever so slightly, and when you're in the same weight category, so it's a lot more noticeable, it's harder to overtake. Try and look on the inside there, Jonathan on the top section of lap 2, but just couldn't quite get it. He had that covered off absolutely nicely. But if we skip forward then into lap 7, we're all still bumper to bumper. I'm giving Jonathan still a bit of a push, trying to push myself as well, just to try and give the car any bit of advantage that it can on these speed sections. Come to the corner again, still bumper to bumper around the last corner of lap 7. I'm they're slightly pulling away as my car just hasn't quite got that power that those two has. Kevin goes defensive, Jonathan tries an attack, but it does manage to pull me back into it. And coming around to the second hairpin and on lap 8, I'm still giving Jonathan a bit of a push, just letting him know that I'm still right behind him, trying to, just to push him a little bit, again another push, and this is what he tells me, gives me the sign to work together. I'm trying to anyway. So just giving them a push, and so let's start the race. We do want to try and work together, try and keep with Kevin so he doesn't actually start getting away, because that's ultimately what you don't want. You want to at least be in contention, for the final laps. Like I say, even on this outside shot, we're still bumper to bumper. Come lap 17 now, we're still pretty much bumper to bumper in the first hairpin. We've all caught up together once again, still bumper to bumper. The whole race has just been this. So it's been great driving from, say, Kevin, Jonathan and me. None of us have done any major mistakes here, and that's what this BRKC is about, finding the best drivers of the lot. Coming up then to the top section here on lap 17, Jonathan looks for a move but doesn't quite get it, not close enough. Coming up to lap 19 now, once again at the banked corner, I'll really catch up here. I'm looking on the left hand side so Jonathan doesn't see me on the right. So I can hope for a dive on the right there, but I just don't quite get it. I had to try the move, it was towards the end of the race. I just had to try the move. I was right behind him, I was hoping that maybe he'd see me and just leave me in the room. Obviously he didn't, obviously he's going to keep that position, but you have to try these things. So here we are then, come around the last lap, come around the last corner onto the last lap, as the gap had opened up quite a bit to Kevin after doing that move. But coming to the last lap, it's all bunched together right again as Kevin goes very defensive going into the second hairpin, as I don't blame him. At this point he knows he's got it in the bag, but he doesn't want to take any risks, and I'd be doing exactly the same. Round the banked corner, I'm right behind Jonathan again, maybe thinking where can I pull a move. I'm just not quite close enough to try another move here, so trying on the outside. Maybe if these two getting a bit of a scuffle I could take advantage, but Kevin's just driving too well up front. We come around the last corner, Kevin takes the victory, or Jonathan takes second, and I take third. Good race, great overall night, and let's get to the presentations.
We have an awarding group, congratulations. Jonathan Patrick, congratulations. In first place, taking the gold trophy, we have Kevin Taylor Beagle.
I let him, he was obviously giving me the work together. I saw George doing that yesterday, so I'll give it a try. Yeah, so I was waiting for him to do a move, and I was like, you know what, he ain't going for it, I'll try.
Hello guys on YouTube, 7-8 hours later, we're back home. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, slightly disappointed. I was going in this hoping to win, especially being about 2 tenths ahead of everyone else in qualifying times. But it is what it is. Just couldn't quite get the right car in qualifying. Yeah, just couldn't really perform on the night really. Got the fastest lap in the race, even though I come third. So I mean, there's some positives to take away from it. Still qualify for Leeds, so like I say, it's not winning the whole thing yet. just winning the locals. So we're on to the regionals now. On to Leeds. Got say me and SuperKart Blondie have already got a couple sessions booked in for Leeds, so I'm sure there'll be a few Leeds videos popping up. But yeah, it's tired. It's tired. I'm tired. About to have McDonald's. So yeah, so massive congratulations to everyone who got through. So especially watching the lightweights. Well done to Hannah, well done to Ben, well done to Shane, the lightweights. I think while I watched middleweights, trying to get in the zone, even though apparently there's a bit of drama in that, from what I heard. And then yeah, well done to Kevin and Jonathan, who smashed the heavyweights, coming 1-2. And yeah, well done to everyone who got through to regionals in their own category, their own area. I'm tired, I can't really present at this point. But yeah, thank you very much for watching YouTube. I hope you enjoyed this one. Might be a bit of a long one. Yeah, but I hope you enjoyed it. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you like it, comment, and if you haven't already subscribed, please leave a subscribe, and I will see you at Leeds for the regionals. See you then.